You have to take the risk, right? Whatever that is, you have to take the risk. Of course, be calculated with your risk. But at the time you're at now, if you are young and you have nothing going for you and you don't know what you want to do, take a risk with everything, bro. Try everything. Try different things. Do this, do that, do this. Try a bunch of different things and take the risk with it. Take the risk. Put your money into courses. Learn from the people who are already doing it. Take the risk. Because if you don't take the risk, you won't have that leap of faith. And if you do not have that leap of faith, how do you know that leap of faith is not what's going to get you to where you want to go? You know, it's the saying, closed mouths don't get fed. Why? Because they don't speak. You have to speak up to get what you want. You have to speak to let people know what you want. And they can either stay or go. And you can choose to keep them or not. It's the same thing with your jobs, your dreams, your goals, right? You could say what you want and choose to keep it or not. But closed mouths will not get fed. If that risk does not get taken, you will not get fed, bro. And it's true. And I've seen this in my life where it's like, oh, should I pay for this course? I don't know if it's going to work. But I took the risk. I spent the money. So much bread's gone everywhere to so many people, so many courses. But I've gained so much knowledge that then come back into my brain that I took. And I gained and I learned and I took the risk. Some courses worked out, some didn't. Some made me money, some didn't. And it is what it is. But the learning and the knowledge I got is unforgettable and is priceless. It's worth more than any money I spent. So without me taking that risk, I wouldn't be where I am today or talking to you right now. So taking the risk is essential to get what you want. And a lot of people be scared of risk. You're scared to talk to that girl. It's a risk. She might say no. Okay, but you took the risk. What if she says yes? What if she says yes? Ask yourself that question, bro. What if she says yes? What if that next person you approached and you said and you introduced yourself, they said yes? And then you go home and someone shows you on a camera record what the future could have looked like, and you would have been there looking stupid, like, damn, I didn't do that. Like, damn, I didn't do that. Because you let your fear and insecurities stop you from taking a risk. Everybody had to start where you was from. Everybody had to learn from a place where you was from. Before I knew what I knew nothing. I was just like you. Everybody starts from somewhere. We've all been where you've been. We've all been there. Now it's time to take the risk and the leap of faith and jump and go for the dreams you want. Stop giving a fuck about what Joe Schmo says, or this one says, or what this one says, or this one thinks you are, who this one thinks you are. They don't matter, because inside you know who you are. And that's what's keeping you back from taking that and jumping. You let all these other people who, at the end of the day, when you die, nigga, you're going to be there by yourself on your deathbed. You're going to die alone. Nobody's going to die with you. You close your eyes alone. You lose it alone. You take that last breath alone. So stop letting people dictate around you what you're going to do with your life. Now, like I say all the time, there's open-minded people around you, good people who love and care for you. Listen to them, the people who actually care for you. But the people who are holding you back, don't. Because they're keeping you from risk. You need to take the risk. You need to do the risk. They used to tell me, oh, get a job. Oh, do this. Oh, do that. No. I'm not getting the job. I'll choose when I want to get a job because I'm taking the risk right now. This is a risk and I'm taking it. Why? Because the person who doesn't take the risk, he never had a shot. But the person who does take a risk, he has a shot, and I'll take my chances. Go bigger, go home. So as we speak, there's kids out there taking risk right now, getting better than you, doing better than you. And their next time they take the risk is going to be the one that blows them up. And that could have been your next time. But you chose to not go and do it. You chose to be scared and stop yourself from ever taking that risk. It's to take that risk. And now you have to pick. You have to choose right now, in this situation right now. Do I take the risk Or do I continue to do what I do and don't care about my life, my goals, my dreams, or nothing? Do I take the risk and spend the money on the courses I know I want to buy, I want to be like and get into? Even if it doesn't work, maybe it worked, maybe it won't. And that's the mindset you have. And you take the risk anyways to see because you don't know. Or you're just going to stay here and never move and just live comfortably. You have to get uncomfortable. That's what a risk is. It makes you're out of your comfort zone. You're uncomfortable. It might not work. You might lose everything. Everything might go. You might lose family, friends, girlfriends, boyfriends. You might lose everything because you took this risk. Or you can gain it all. Play your cards right. Play your chances. It's going to be uncomfortable. That's the only way you're going to grow, though, is uncomfortability. And a lot of people will stop from taking risks because someone in their life is holding them back. And them holding them back makes them feel comfortable. And they don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to be uncomfortable. They don't want to be in situations where it makes them think or makes them do things or makes them learn. But how else are you going to get to where you want to go without learning, thinking, and doing these conscious things? You're living your life unconsciously, walking through this world unconsciously like a leaf blown in the wind. Someone says something to you, you don't even think correctly, bro. You don't even think straight. You're just like, oh yeah. Yep, that's what happened. Do your fucking research, bro. Start living life consciously here. Start taking that fucking risk. Start living smarter than niggas. Start doing better. Or you're just going to be like everybody else. Lots of people went to war. Lots of names we don't know. But the ones that do stand out, they did something. They took the risk. They took the chance.